Frontline with Kwikwanan, only on CTV.
The Frontline investigate continuum on its second review of the Agyapadie blueprint. Meanwhile, the document, which seemed to be at crossroads with government policy framework because several ministries, departments, and government agencies' policy implementation program, however, have been captured in the blueprints. Although government spokespersons and party communicators in the governing New Patriotic Party have denied categorically and disassociated government framework from the blueprint, but this isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Tonight, we zero down and navigate yet on another path to explore the blueprint. I am Kweku Anna, and of course, I welcome you to Midweek Frontline live tonight from here, the HQ of CTV, and of course, across dozens of stations speaking the feed, including our very own in Sunyani 88.1 FM. We're live tonight in Western Region on Tadi 99.1 FM. We're live in London on GOB on TuneIn, modernghana.com. Still on GOB, pick it on www.gobtv.tv, plus Apple Music. And of course, we are live tonight on YouTube, Facebook. The link is my CTVGH. My CTVGH, and please subscribe. The link is my CTVGH. Subscribe. Plus the interactive segment on the WhatsApp line 020-297-3461. 020-297-3461. And of course, tonight, all these plus anger, anguish, disappointment, stir at the faces of many Ghanaians here and around the world. Of course, the front line of organized labor suffered a setback. The much anticipated groundbreaking nationwide strike by organized labor tonight, I'm here to report to you, it's limbo. Unfortunately, this very strike is really not going to materialize. Why? Due to some political influence across, the front line of organized labor and many more. Folks, tonight, we have the very latest for you on the front line of organized labor, the reasons behind why organized labor groundbreaking nationwide strike may not come off tomorrow. Again, we are also monitoring, we have the very latest for you on one of the high-ranking government officials, Nana Asante Bediatu, who is a secretary to the president, still in a hospital in the United States. Folks, we are on the beat. We have the very latest for you. Is he dead or alive? Or what is happening to him? Plus, what you know all about the second review of the Agyapadie document. A Agyapadie document. Tonight, don't you miss it. Tonight is the part 2 of the second review of the Agyapadie document, which we titled Agyapadie Decide. Folks, you don't have to miss the show tonight. It's a packed show, very packed and very hot with fireworks tonight. Tonight, we are not going to spare the organized labor. Why? All these more. Because tonight I can tell you, millions of Ghanaians, of course, in anguish, in despair, in anger and disappointment as the front line of organized labor suffers a setback. Why? Because the much anticipated groundbreaking nationwide strike is in limbo. What brought about this? We have all the answers for you. The very latest also on Nana Asante Bediatu. Plus, the very, very much anticipated also the review of the Agyapadie document and what you need to know. Folks, Ahabesh Papa Nadri Menya Akwadro. Bra YouTube no so oba be subscribe to the YouTube no. Your channel no. Bra be subscribe. Oba my CTVGH nti mo amotwe all over Ghana. Unya ubedru a frewunia wo hwe no TV so a frewunia frewadamfo frewumame frewpapa fre uncle fre a cousin fre a friend. Na ka chon so onko ni TV so uko TV so a flip through ubenya CTV. When you TV so now we go TV very simple. Ubenya CTV no wahwe what you say ubenya CTV. Ni na no approve future no we nya call information super highway no so YouTube or Facebook. Uko YouTuber type my CTV-GH, unya program no ahwe. Na unya nso a mesrawo menya akwadro fema wadamfo bi no ono so yeden onye bi no nhwe na bibia endeda na kwemu. Kama. What I say? Nani na ye na yemfa ensom omen. Anadwi de ba de chinkuri. Yeah. Anadwi de ba no. Me say eden chinkuri. Na ewiomu be hye papa. So folks, brace yourself. It says the debra wa anadwi no ano be dene. Ano be bia wo bia unue bi ebenwa me pa kire kachire unua no say hey kweku ananapa. Yes, the nation's biggest baby program be any baby way. The nation's biggest investigative magazine show. Yes. Fast. And tem. In terms of Pakunyana transfer. Fast near foul into 70K. What's it? Baby all over the world. Yani Yukuta Yeding. You know a best man agree. Now Anadri Asamwa edaho said munim no enwana meyeden maboboso. But folks, without much delay, let's get started. Now, asamwa edapono so say organized labor for emayeti ase say wonomo eyeden hwema demonstration kese no abaso. Na sa demonstration we yede Ashema on my penny, His Excellency Adodankwa Akufo-Addo. Obetimi Ashema chese. Sa basa Galamsey nsem no eto ebeden ibitwa. Organized labor for Emma yeti asese. Onyankopon ya adoma ochina. Ena wonomo eko sa womo much anticipated groundbreaking nationwide strike. Unfortunately, organized labor for echo asetra organized labor for intimia anyeden ama kroye amba. By the way, guess what? Ebra one mo kwa atrase individuals no one mo nyara the whole nation organized labor ekueku ni na koye no there was a unanimous force ekire se one mo nya kabom on a unity front na one mo make sure say Oman penny His Excellency Adodankwa Akufo-Addo Ompeu organized labor for Esheno na o declare the state of emergency. Folks, asemi ti senyo ebra ekueku ni na eko asetra no a wonom ko vote ya wonom na enya benkru so mo nkonom afi akoba ne se womo mother company nankasa organized labor no ba betnasia afi de betnasia organized labor mpenimfo so no there be enye sa na asem ne tie nti yankasa no ye be divide the front of the labor union na tere se ene na omu nya nkokora asem we si nene nya asem kito Ghanaians me say brace yourself because anadri a high jet down in jacketwa. Yes. Say ni pebia yo madwene say wo mo de bone ene awukasam ene awudie e de be hia o menya de ameso me ka kire wa nadwi say Ghana from wo memu all the 16 regional capitals wake up. Any Ghana from wo diaspora wake up. I am speaking to millions out there. Asem we si ndano ehu yie. Ene magia to me say sana nipa bi wo memu ha he yempeo enye Ghana eye corporate Ghana eno mo besum no na emom wo madwene eno mo susun na ne se wo mo ba besum wo mo amanyoku period. Enti se Ghana bebuo Ghana beseyo Ghana bebulicho enye o masem a yes accept this. Enti mo se ene organized labor for enkwa setran no. Many Ghanaians tonight are in despair, anguish, anger, disappointment. Why? Because the front line of organized labor suffered a setback. So that setback is saying, why? Government need breaky organized labor for front line. That's it. Now, Samuba Kaya, Ebra ye Agyapadie review, including Monday. Me kachira mo se organized labor for Ghana for pomumpo government ni nara ewo blueprint ni mu eni nie ewo mo fa Agyapadie document ni nto so mo ewo ha ekwan mo fa so a wo mo breaking labor front no ewo book mu ye kan mo ntiase no ate okay ye kan ya na Ghana for bebre mo ntiase a sebi mpreduasa enipa bi a wo madwene nya adwuma ukoka ena kwaku book no document in the source for him fa wo mo odam a wo beka sa asem na kire me the fact said document ni source no are you therefore telling me say document ni source there then it means any nipa na try it's not human beings na try right that is how you understand it hwe ekwanya aban no fa so a wo mo take care of organized labor and e wo document e wo ha Agyapadie document na nie e wo na me ba be kan a kire enche so tonight brace yourself. Organized labor, latest special report, Yadeba. Yes, there was special report, Edema, the secretary to the president, Nana Santi Bedie to us, Abriwi, so Pesu wo, so minima de Kunte adequate yeno. But so wo, so we you, and agree, yet the whole latest neighbor. And your train a diapono, organized labor for and some fun, umedi and who latest. Number 2. Nana Santi Bedie to and wasem eba. Number 3, I feel Almighty Agyapadie second review. And then the title no Agyapadie decide tonight. Brace yourself. Adajini has say no. Yede omo be kone pe. And then Matthias says hey, organized labor for no yemu binum any Ghana for na susu say Agyapadie na da ho no ene ye baso ye be mamo. Yaba the second tier, yaba the second review of Agyapadie book. Ya title and say Agyapadie decide. Enti moi Agyapadie no time ye first review no, and our first expose no. Mwenye bi anhwe me pacho. Uwo book ni bia na unya nkanya don't read. Follow us. Diyechin kakra. Diyechin kakra. Wate? Ne na dwi Agyapadie no part 2 ne yede ba review no. Afi ubehu companies ahodo mining companies are wonum gu kwayem wo enne mesitie don't miss the show. Companies are wonum gu Ghana's forest reserves. Companies wo gu Ghana's water bodies nim no mo say Ghana so ni na wo document e be pie ne enne me wo time e de ma tonight enibriaba Ghana for me sitie enibriaba na enne I am here to say organized labor for nankasa no womoka ho a I name them enemies of the state. Organized labor for mo ye enemies of the state. The secretary to organized labor I have froze if papa na friend is it Joseph Wan Owusu and whatever his name is. Enemies of the state. Ediya me de atom no organized labor. If you have be hurune but folks without delay no quickly Mamemfa Mura, your segment, and of course, up next, Ghana Speaks proudly brought to you by Ora Black Star for one more enu bedin komobi in komomunu bedin is here. As some ayebejebeje especially in the greater Accra, the capital, the nation's capital. Just as asina was no, they be a wukoswa, any nipa den kranti, nkutokuro ni nsra dani jadnam ni adenoma de baoso. The aircatcher say jatoho. Nabra na beji asasi bi me kanu tie enti Ora Blaster for office no fanko ya frɛ wo mo chana patututu nako no ma asasi ni bi wate nako si wudan de ntokwa was no di jato for the meantime nako Ora Blaster for ebeden wono mo ebeje wo so ebra wo be frɛ mo number o chana pa e wo 053 617 6327 053 6176327 omono ebeden ebedin komo ensasi ye woni be brave ukọ kwa benya he ya ye wasasi gu ho tayam ye obi wo kaso he mechi kaso ye obi wo breku nso ha ye obi wo denchira ye obi wo amasaman ye obi wo ensawom ye obi wo botiano be brave all over the capital ensasi ni na wo krom modiana kwaji bi wate na wo gie no hwe se ubetimi ayeden akwakosi udan asase ye de mam wetua ne kakra at the same time so wo tua no na wo si udan so umpe na apede ne jai de to cause no to for the meantime folks bibi ya chero asase ensuo electricity ene ka kwan iya to ho a wa odi ane se wo twa hwe na kugu ho keke no wa de obe mami ya asase nchero na hwe se de asase isiti. Take a listen.
Oro Black Star Limited. Our lands are everywhere. It depends on the customer's preferred location. We have lands in areas such as Kwabinya, Amasaman, Kaswa, Denchira, Bruku, Botsiano, and Insawam. Our lands are very affordable and has no litigation issues. Our lands comes in various sizes such as 70 by 100, 35 by 100, and among others. We have a flexible payments plan that is 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months. The areas are well developed. No need to worry about electricity, water, and other social amenities. You can contact us on 030-2452-555, 030-2452-555, or visit our website at www.oralblackstarlimited.com. Oral Black Star, your preference, our priority.
Great, folks. And then you're on the street. Many biogas for any issue and net you're on the street. Now, Afiyemra religious belt. Tonight on our religious belt takes us to yet another fake doctrines being pushed by a renowned Nigerian man of God. He says the punishment bestowed on Adam from the beginning of God's creation was because Adam ate the tithe of God. Oh, nze ma sofo ni bibra kromfo criminals na wo mumpe ne kure bia aka no. Nigeria ni sofo we ebe gira ho kasa kire nipa se wonyankopon bo ni wiase na wo bo Adam and Eve no. Se sa na ti a. Wo nse wo kai Bible ni ba bia asem omo ka ho ne se oh Adam and Eve ade ye ma boni omo yeti onyankopon se wonom koploge apple enomu die sa kwase akeka we ya na enwren except nipa omugu Africa ene e be chiro sa book ye de abram sa monkenkan and so a Christopher amwo Ghana ha Africa ene mo asofo ni na have accepted this religious falsification, lies, false doctrines say Adam and Eve edidien apple into omudi apple ni wie no ene omu hu omho say wo mada deja ene o madeja wie no ene o mo fa ha ene o mkora ne yankopon ka se den na den kwase akeka nko a enumpo no yenyan diagnosing wie yenyampo en get yourself out of it o there be osofo bi su buy us no punishment e ba eye hwan so Adam so ne chese Adam ekodi yankopon tight na mo asofo ne de ade tight aye mo de ohun tight no mo gini aye krono sika tight no akronfo tight omo pe tight ne di nto o say Adam ekodi tight into the yankopon de punishment ban so. Is this true? Take a listen to him.
Sin that Adam did, what was the sin he committed? That God will get so angry as Adam, you mean you committed this sin? Get out here. Because you need to ask questions. What is sin that Adam touched? If it was apple, then you and I should not eat apple again. Adam touched the tithe.
Which tithe? If man fell by the tithe, then it means salvation will be by the tithe. Then there's no need for Jesus to die.
The tithe was the only thing God told him not to touch. He said, this one is yours, but this is mine.
These tithe mongers can go to any extent. Even if they have to burn the Bible, they will burn it so that nobody will touch their tithe.
Now let me say this to you to humble you. If you don't want to prosper, they are not ready for heaven. Because he said the streets of heaven, don't be holier than God. Okay? Every time you touch your tithe, you are living in dishonesty. You are tampering with that which God has told you not to touch.
This is fraud. They are not even born again. To cast aspersion on Christ from mammon. Now so the tithe disturb you from village witchcraft reach, but too late for them. People's eyes are opening all over the world.
Ntro enada akohwisem enabrabasem. I say realities of realities of heaven. Sorry now. Kofi Annan make one pay no, and then who dare no, a pay baby didn't wafa. The betting I say, so court fast. Copy baby kobutu. Yeah. Right? Well, folks, Mayimra, the politics of today. Now, politics of today takes us to the ongoing Galamsey warfare. And tonight, Nana Osaberima Tibu Kwao Dako, Paramount Chief of Enyan Densha, has called on President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo to immediately release the Democracy Hub protesters out of incarceration. Ohiniponya owo eye Enyan Densha, aye freno, eye Osaberima Tibu Kwao Dako, ono eye Paramount Chief, or say, Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, enhwe se, emrantie na wonu free Democracy Hub na, wonu protest se, Galamsey no etuntwa, na President Akufo-Addo en declare state of emergency no. Asama wakache president say, President, hey, emrantie no be you ma you. Na eye wonwa se, mo, you see, how stupidity, I swear to God, minim how a madwini si ye dwuma. Say, Musemun declared the state of emergency, right? At the same time, you are not ready also to go and combat those unscrupulous, useless animals digging the soil and destroying the water bodies. You are not ready to also what? Go and arrest them. Number 3, but those Ghanaians here protesting against those in the forest, you are ready to go and arrest them and put them behind bars in incarceration for how many days? Now listen, a lawyer from Ghana, where are you? Because I'm running to say, by way of putting them in incarceration, and yet tantamount to not bail condition. So what it means is that our jurisprudence, as far as Ghana is concerned, have abused the constitution of this country. And Attorney General sits there and he glosses his eyes over this what? This continual perpetuity of illegality against the consciousness of this country. And foolish men and women continue to sit at the apex of leadership and they want to watch this continue going on. And Ubisa said, some men and women, what crime have they committed to this nation? And more and you are behaving as if you are more Ghanaians than those over there. Why? But listen, when the chiefs are talking, when the chiefs are talking, it's one step leading to another. Osaberima of Enyan Densha, or saying, President Akufo-Addo. Take a listen to this.
Mekasa yen President, His Excellency Akufo-Addo. There, enough is enough. Them Galamsey humanity. Offer banning to do. Yentina homa Yesu say. Yentina homa yen dachima wome Yesu nom. Yenisika yedebe kran sufia brochira bagana. Enti ene pressman for ha. On kade Osaberima Otibuko eya dencha. Yes, offer embargo and to Galamsey do. Says small scale man no Sabado Yesu ni hiahen one fan call no fama His Excellency President Akufo-Addo. There concerned citizens now will show there Yesu ni say no wanya tamfo with immediate effect on Jai one year bonnet I dare say no coca or there what you want or there what you want. And the press for one country and the day or Sabarima or Tibuko say. One now where demonstration in there Yesu say. Ojai one. What do you my home or what you pa? First year and swa ya the cotton suma. Adebache Bemuda and Yakoto. No. And then Sufiwe ya the Insua Kotuma, Yabenya Koto. Your forest. I don't know me.
So I am for an Kasano. Our chiefs way Osaberima Osaberima Beya, or a paramount chief. Osaberima and Ekasi. Is President Akufo-Addo ready to act? Osaberima Tibu Kwao Dako, paramount chief of Enyan Denchira no Kasana. Now, Ghana for Fumamu Misamwe. Munkobisa President Akufo-Addo say, Mr. President, didn't know why he did. Untiminfa embargo ento einiso. Dientia. Akronfo all the mining companies no mugwa they are in this document. And tonight, mbabe bu bomu na edin dia chero. Enti biweni me the better screen so open your eyes. Me the woman nya mining company better so including organized labor. DNT and organized labor for Frontline is divided. We must suffer setback. Tonight, many Ghanaians in anguish, despair, and disappointed because the front line of organized labor suffered a setback. Yeah. Abainwane, yeah. Nano Salberima said, Munyai emrantieno. But the question remains, where are the democracy hub protesters? Where are they? No more. Are they protesters no more? Why are you shifting them from one end to the other? Are they? Why? What have they done? What crime have they committed? Take a listen to them where they are now. Take a listen to this.
We come inside. You will never get out of here.
Young police need more from the overseas
Masha, tell them something.
What we start is the final revolution for the complete and total liberation of Africa and the liberation of Africa and all African continents, the whole African continent and all African communities across the globe. It has started with us and we will end it. See, revolution starts in phases. The first people to start are the activists. Usually these activists will get arrested by the police and all that. That's what's happened to us. The next people to join in the revolution are the students. The students join in and pick up what the activists have started. After the students pick it up, you have organized labor or the labor unions pick it up to the next level. When that is done, the final stage is when the service and the forces pick it up. That's when you find mutinies happening within the military and the police. When that happens, the people march side by side with the men in uniform. And when we get there, that's when the revolution starts proper. Now, if you follow all the things that have happened in the past few weeks, the revolution started with us as activists on the streets, just 35 people. Next were the students and the rest of the youth who picked it up. Today we are hearing organized labor has joined and they're having a strike coming on the October 11th or so. After that, you can be sure, mark it down, that there'll be mutinies within the ranks. And when that happens, you know the revolution is live. We'll meet again. Jobai! Hey! Jobai! Hey! I said, we they sing a song, eh? Yeah, don't sing a song like we they cry. No. It be victory song. Yes. It be victory song. I said, be what song? It be victory song. Yes. So you sing them with vim. Yes. No, the chains and the bars cannot break us. No.
Imprisonment and this kind of
nothing can stop reggae.
Intimidation, none of these things going to back us down. So just get this right. When we come out, more heat, more energy. When we come out, more energy, more heat. Get ready for it. We come inside. You will never get out of here.
Young police need more from the overseas
Tell them something.
What we start is the final revolution for the complete and total liberation of Africa and the liberation of Africa and all African continents, the whole African continent and all African communities across the globe. It has started with us and we will end it. See, revolution starts in phases. The first people to start are the activists. Usually these activists will get arrested by the police and all that. That's what's happened to us. The next people to join in the revolution are the students. The students join in and pick up what the activists have started. After the students pick it up, you have organized labor or the labor unions pick it up to the next level. When that is done, the final stage is when the service and the forces pick it up. That's when you find mutinies happening within the military and the police. When that happens, the people march side by side with the men in uniform. And when we get there, that's when the revolution starts proper. Now, if you follow all the things that have happened in the past few weeks, the revolution started with us as activists on the streets, just 35 people. Next were the students and the rest of the youth who picked it up. Today we are hearing organized labor has joined and they're having a strike coming on the October 11th or so. After that, you can be sure, mark it down, that there will be mutinies within the ranks. And when that happens, you know the revolution is live. We'll meet again. Jobai! Hey! Jobai! Hey! I said, we sing the song, eh? Yeah, don't sing the song like we they cry. No. It be victory song. Yes. It be victory song. Yes. I said, it be what song? It be victory song. Yes. So you sing that with vim. Yes. No, the chains and the bars cannot break us. No.
Imprisonment and this kind of
don't think I stop reggae.
Intimidation, none of this thing is going to back us down. So just get this right. When we come out, more heat, more energy.
Democracy have won a good basis. You dey handcuff a good government. Yes. Meanwhile, your forest reserves, your natural resources, is with the speed of beam light depleting. And people gum kwayanim really kwayanugu sense with America too any nije kwanso ne ahohoaho and omo yesade ye President Akufo-Addo nefe ye nije na homka say enije mu say omo bia ni age. Yeah. Tonight we go for yet another batch of NPP miscreants and elements who are at the epicenter of the illegal mining, destroying our natural resources, although the president earlier said this to you and I. And I may say about another badge be. Actually, NPP penifua, kwe dua bawam se, musubuka hubie, ma ye saying su ne kwaye. We na nkemfuano, no man penia kachre me no mienu se, o se de ben, e no beye, se Galamsey no, wentimi ankosa antokwa no a. Take a listen to President Akufo-Addo. Watch this.
President Nana-Addo stood in front of eminent chiefs and made a bold promise.
So it's a package. It's a package that we have designed to try and bring this menace to a conclusion. I've said it in the cabinet, and perhaps this is the first time I'll be saying it in public. I am prepared to put my presidency on the line on this matter.
These words now ring hollow 8 years later as our forests lie in ruins. The betrayal goes right to the top. When the good minister, Professor Frimpong Boateng, the heart surgeon, tried to stop illegal mining by companies like Heritage Imperial, he got a threatening call from Gabi Ochridakun, one of the president's closest advisors.
To do prospecting, and the soldiers have come to seize the equipment. Okay? Now what do you do as a lawyer? The first thing I did was I asked, but are they with your people? Said yes. So I spoke to the. So
you called the soldiers first?
Yes.
Okay.
To ask what really was going on. And then they said that they were acting on the instructions of the minister. So I called the minister for clarification. And then the minister fires back and says, they are not prospecting, they are mining.
Even worse, when a brave journalist, Erastus Asaridonko, risked his life to show that Akonta mining was destroying our forest. None other than the president, Akufo-Addo himself, went on TV to defend Akonta mining.
I want to assure him and all of you that Akonta mining is not engaged in any illegal mining anywhere in Ghana as we speak.
And who owns Akonta mining? None other than Bernard Bosiakun, known as Chairman Wontumi, the NPP's Ashanti Regional Chairman. His company was caught red-handed mining illegally in the Tano Nimri Forest Reserve.
Shows active mining linked to Akonta Mining Limited under the protection of armed personnel. The forest reserve is being destroyed with impunity.
It gets worse. Whilst government was telling us to plant trees to make Ghana green, they were secretly giving out permits to mine in our forest reserves. Take Sampine for example, the mayor of Kumasi. In February 2023, just months before he was urging people to plant trees, his company, Sam & Jan Limited, applied for a license to mine gold in the Odo River Forest Reserve. The ruts ran deep. Francis Owusu-Echam, the NPP's 2024 parliamentary candidate for Jabin, is linked to at least 15 mining companies. 15! Just one person. 4 of these have leases to mine in forest reserves. Even more shocking, 2 Chinese nationals own Unipower Mining Company, which applied for mining leases in forest reserves the very day the new mining law came into effect. From Kumasi to the halls of power in Accra, the very people meant to guard our land have become its destroyers. They talk about saving the environment while secretly plotting to tear it apart for its gold. The Esaman Mining Company, registered in July 2024, includes the district chief executive of Wasa East and NPP's Deputy Western Regional Women's Commissioner as owners. Just 8 days after registering, they were already seeking permission to mine in the 75-year-old Subri River Forest Reserve. In 8 years of Mills and Mahama government, only 56 mining leases were given. Under the Nanado and Baumia government, in less than 8 years, over 1,500 mining leases were given. Look at the Ankobra River, if you can bear it, the River Tano, Birim Pra, Dinsu, the Black Water. They served as livelihood since the days of our grandfathers. They are now a toxic mess, barely able to support life. This is what Akufo-Addo and Baumia's leadership has given us. A Ghana where clean water, the most basic need for life, has become a luxury. In 8 years, we have seen our water sources destroyed. At this rate, in 2 more years, we might only have 20% of water that we need. Ghana may need to import water by 2030. This isn't just a problem, it's a disaster in the making. This is what we have been left with: broken promises, a lost battle against greed, a nation sold out by its leaders. The scars from this Galamsey crisis will haunt our children and grandchildren. It's a constant reminder of what happens when corruption goes unchecked. Unless we demand that our leaders answer for what they have done, the destruction will only get worse. The Akufo-Addo and Baumia government failed to protect our water and forest. They have actively helped destroy them. In doing so, they haven't just poisoned our rivers, they have poisoned the very future of Ghana. The time to act is now. If we wait any longer, there might not be anything left of our beautiful Ghana to save.
Yes. Let me congratulate my former editor who now works with multimedia, Erastus Asaridonko. Yeah, Asare is a brother. We worked together in the years back at Capital Radio, now works with multimedia. And Erastus Asare has done an extensive investigative undercover project at our mining sites, or, if not all, Krana, extensive, overwhelming. Yes. Now show Akonta mining no a ye wuntumi dia no a wono so di bone wo kwae mu no and the President Akufo-Addo say hwe President Akufo-Addo no gina ho a all sign wuntumi ti all sign niti oso wonye hwe se mahu nipa bonisem now Ghanaians, can you appreciate why your President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo cannot, will not, and may not declare state of emergency? Now, if he turns round to defend one of his own, to continuously harass the forest and cause a major havoc, a disaster against the natural resources, and again go in federals and support him, what else? Would he declare state of emergency? Your guess is as good as mine. So, tonight, I charge all faithfuls and all patriots and all compatriots and all over Ghana wake up. The president doesn't care. President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo want to send this nation down the abyss before tonight marks saying, is it 59 more days to go to the polls? Yes. Bonia Aba President Akufo-Addo Trimo Opeso ne Nabaino 1 more year. And I urge all Ghanaians, do not vote for the MPP. No, don't vote for them. So we are Ghanaian, we pay or may kanko, any or may ye dear, any or may be any darty papemia. What it's our water bodies way, according to research, it's going to take us saying about 3,000 years in order to reform the water bodies. What it means is that all the chemicals they go to say, Jane, cyanide, any mercury, and so forth, 3,000 years to come. Now 3,000 years, na minu near away. Now why them and about di Ghana so? Drain where? What it means is that ebia na minu kase krano. Yen and fear as ye die and sunny ye wunu there be some fear no cry yendi. Essence ye ka say, hey, say see ade Ghana from war Bruchimemu, Ghana from war London, America, Copenhagen in Australia, Denmark, and Netherlands, all over the world. Now here, when we said there are Ghanaian markets all over Europe and the Western world. Now, the news is that Nara are contaminated. For example, to say Bayere, Bordier, Banche. It doesn't matter. Needs fufu, needs fufu as well. Ni nanye Ghana no bayenwa. Ni nara mercury egum. And to where Ghana ni na wote amanonia. Nese wadrin ya ose. Wo susu se. Wo feel se. Wo de Galamsey de obetra America wa tra ho. Because when say American ni European ni media and in Ghana for years. Okay. Sadia, my yeme creative market ewa ha. Na ye nuanum musumuntumi nye efie duane na moye de mundi. By extension, ye de arena toam wo ho. Yeah. Ye de atom wo ho, ye de mercury ni cyanide ni ehun keka ho nyina ye de atom. Ene bayire no banchode ni na ay cyanide. Courtesy President Akufo-Addo. Wo hu kotokuo ene wo de kora ahyem.